All right. Good morning. Welcome to Profit in Your PJs. And we're going to go ahead and share. There we go. Takes a second. There we go. I don't know about you guys, but I just totally love this picture of Teresa Walbright. It makes me happy when I see it. She's going to be handling our Power Hour tomorrow. For those of you guys that don't know, welcome on. By the way, if you are new to this Zoom, we love you. We love having you on here. This is being recorded. We do it every Tuesday morning. And after the recording is processed, I put it up on Destination Success for people that are working and can't get to it right now. So Power Hour is a great time when we all get together and work together. It's great energy, synergy. You get to learn different tips and tricks from some of the top income earners. And Teresa is absolutely fabulous. She'll be on tomorrow leading Power Hour. Also, tomorrow evening, Linda Lindsay is going to be presenting Why Neora, Why Now on Zoom. So this is a Zoom we do. It's shown there in Pacific time. You have to adjust that to whatever time zone you're on. But these are a great thing to invite your guests to. She does an awesome job and never disappoints. So definitely want to invite on to that. On Thursday evening, 8:30 Eastern time, 5:30 Pacific time, Jill Chisholm and I are also going to be doing a Zoom, and we'll be doing that for the same thing, just why Neora, why now, talking about firm, talking about the specials, talking about why they might want to join the business. This is, again, another great thing to invite to. You pretty much have to be living under a rock if you have not seen all these or seen this promotion for firm and are not out there utilizing it. Last week we had Ali Amin on, and she did, or maybe a couple weeks ago, gosh, I get my weeks mixed up, but she did such a great job with verbiage for how to get people interested in the firm, how to talk to your existing customers about firm, this buy two, get one free. I don't think the company's ever done this before, but you guys, they're $106 each retail. And if you do the math, it's only $53 if they're buying 3 of these. And the price, actually, if they got the Neora Fit special January, February, March, they also got a free one. So they would have 4 of them for this price. And so it is absolutely ridiculous. It goes down to 40 some dollars, but I've never seen it like this. And I know you guys are all taking advantage of it. It should be in your story every day. You should be going out to and sending an email out to your PCs, your preferred customers. You can do that right through the back office, and we can show you how to do that if you're not sure. Might even be something if people need to go over on Power Hour, because it's amazing. There's also a firm report back there of anybody who's ever purchased firm, and you can access that very easily as well. So this is not really a training about how to work firm, but I did want to mention the verbiage, because that verbiage is all up on our gettingstartedtools.com website that we've created for the team. Okay, so you want to make sure that you are taking advantage of all that verbiage that's sitting there for you. The swag bags, you guys just announced at conference, we are getting $250 worth of free products, samples. Cue the happy dance. I love how they said this on here, but lots of great things. That is more than the ticket to Get Real itself. So I'm in a crazy, ridiculous deal, you guys. If you weren't excited about it, then you will certainly be excited about it now. I've been calling through, talking to a lot of people on the team. I've also noticed when I'm calling through people, it looks like they're not registered, but they're actually registered. You just didn't transfer the ticket to yourself. So make sure that you transfer your ticket. Just a quick announcement as well, for those of you that don't know, Friday night at Get Real, we are all going to the rodeo. So we've reserved about 150 plus seats in a huge section, and we're all going together. So that's just $20. It's actually, the tickets for that are more. I'm subsidizing the balance of that so that you guys, so everybody feels like they can afford it. So there's going to be new brand partner breakout sessions. There's going to be how-to breakout sessions. There's going to be a product overview breakout section, 6 exclusive offers, guys. And, you know, I already mentioned the swag bag, but when you're an attendee at these conferences, you get exclusive stuff that nobody else gets. I have come home with great, like a tote bag or whatever. And someone will say, oh my gosh, where'd you get that? I'm like, well, you had to be at conference, because that's just one of the great things of it. We're going to have a total blast. The white party's coming back. Bob Helig, if you have not heard him, you have got to listen to his podcast. He is absolutely amazing. And I don't even know how the company got him as a guest speaker, but there's also going to be announced yesterday a luxury vacation drawing and first time limited offers. So you want to be at Get Real. And this is kind of just all about that. If you haven't submitted something about your story and what Neora's done for you, we're still looking for stories. And if you like to sing, we want to hear your beautiful voice and have you on for that as well. So I want to just quickly stop the share here. There we go. I want to quickly go through those announcements every single week, because I think it's got to be in the forefront of your mind. You cannot talk enough about this firm promotion. And the reason I say that is because not only did I send through the Hit 'em Up app, I sent out to all of my customers, past and present customers, the firm deal. And I did that at the beginning of the month. And I've actually done that once a week for the last 3 weeks in a row. And I just did it again. And I slowed myself down a little bit and sent a little bit more personalized messages. And I had a girl message me back this morning and she said, I want 2 sets of that. That is a crazy deal. It's the thing that I miss the most. I can't believe I haven't had any in my cupboard in all this time. Summer's coming, you know. And then she said, I said, well, you know, we're all stocking up. I actually bought 3 sets myself because the price is so cheap. It's such a great saving. She said, well, maybe I want 3. And I said, well, you can always get a 3rd set before the end of the month. And then she came back and said, I want to post this on my page. This is a girl who used to be in Neora years ago as a brand partner. And she said, I want to post it on my page because I have so many people that was their favorite product and I know they would buy from you. And so, of course, you guys know my next conversation will be, don't you want to maybe be a brand partner so you could take advantage of these? So she's putting up a host of posts. And the point of this is, and I love Amber's analogy, you know, she talks about how many times in our inbox we get the same emails over and over and over and over and over and over from stores. And this is no different. People need to be reminded, they need to see the deal, they need to know it's happening, and it needs to be over and over again in the forefront of their mind. How many of you have never purchased from a company, but because you get the email over and over again, you click on it, you open it, you look at the close, oh my gosh, there's a sale going on, whatever it is, and you buy it. So I just really want to mention that, you know, you don't have to be a nag at people, but you definitely do have to remind them because they really appreciate it. And this girl this morning, she said to me, thank you so much for reaching out again. This is the 3rd time this month I've reached out to this girl. Thank you so much for reaching out again. I totally forgot about it, but I want to order. And so she did place an order this morning. So just that happens all the time. That just happens to be a really fresh story this morning. It's probably why I'm talking so fast because I've been rushing around to get that order in. But I want to go out to our guest speaker today. And this is a woman who has absolutely killed it. I think she probably has over 100 active customers. She is the queen of sampling. She actually spoke on our ED call and above yesterday, our leadership call. They placed her recording on Team Neora, and I tried to get her. She's actually she's with her family on vacation in Florida right now. So, but I want to play the recording of this for you guys. This was on the ED and above Zoom yesterday. So if you're one of the top leaders in this company, you might have already seen this, but I literally watched it again this morning before this, and I'm going to watch it for the 3rd time right now with you guys because it is just that incredible. So let me just zip over here and put this on for you guys to hear. But Jessica Stout is just incredible, you guys. You've probably seen her train before. And by the way, all of this verbiage that she has on here, she sent me her PowerPoint. It is all in Getting Started tools. So you don't have to write feverishly. I put it in there for you guys. It's under sampling, under the topic of sampling, all this verbiage that she's going to give you guys now, but definitely take notes, definitely listen in. She is absolutely a powerhouse. Okay, here we go. Without further ado, wait a minute, I gotta stop the share, make sure I shared my volume. 1 second. Gotta share your sound or it would be quiet. Hang on, I got 2 screens. There we go. All right.
Hello, hello. Thank you. Thanks, everybody. So I'm normally in Indiana, but right now I am on spring break with my family in New Smyrna Beach, Florida. And you all know on this call the blessing it is to be able to work this business from wherever, whenever you want to say yes. And when Neora calls me and asks, it's always a big fat heck yes, as quickly as I can say it. So I'm thrilled to be on here today. Neo, get real. First of all, the swag bag. Is anybody else like drooling over the swag bag? I'm so excited about that. Anytime there's a freebie or a swag of any kind, I am so excited. So if there's not already a million reasons to attend, that just gave me one more because I'm super stoked about the swag bag. Guys, it's 18 days away. Conference is 18 days away. And when Monica reached out and asked me to come on here today and talk about some things with you guys, I started thinking about conference. And I know for me personally, I've been very guilty of kind of coasting into conference, right? We know so much goodness is going to be shared with us at conference that it's easy to kind of just operate your business like normal and coast and wait for the goodness to all be announced, what we think is coming. So this challenged me because I decided to challenge myself, and I'm here to challenge you today too. You have a decision to make. I have a decision to make. I made it, and I'm going to ask you to make a decision, whatever it is for you today. The decision I'm going to ask you to make is, we know we're going to come out of Get Real fired up. We know it. We know what's coming our way. We may not know the content, but we know it's going to be exciting. We know it's going to be empowering. We know it's going to be informative. We know they're going to give us tons of things to grow our business. And so we know we're going to leave there fired up. But the decision you get to make is, are you going to go in to Get Real fired up? That's the decision. So that's my question for you. Are you willing to go in to Get Real fired up, to do some work ahead of time, so that when you come out of Get Real, instead of just being fired up, you're going to be ablaze? Do the work now and you're going to come out ablaze. So I'm going to ask you to be a little bit interactive today. So if you're willing to do a little bit of groundwork and go into Get Real on fire, comment in the comments on fire, because I would love to see it. I would love to see who's ready to make a commitment to go in on fire. Oh yeah, we're ready. You guys see all that? Do you see all the people who are excited with you? It just takes a spark and we can light this ablaze together. So, all right, you've made the decision. You're willing to go on into conference on fire. So here's my challenge for you. I'm going to make 2 suggestions, one to you for your own personal business and one to you as a leader. So you can guess what I'm probably going to talk about, right? I'm kind of known as the sample fairy. So I'm going to talk about sampling and how that can give you the momentum going into conference, so you come out of conference ablaze, not just on fire. We're going to come out ablaze. So my 2 suggestions for you today are this. I'm going to challenge you to get samples out before Get Real. And I'm going to challenge you as a leader to encourage your team to get samples out before Get Real. So you want to go into conference in full momentum. Okay, the firm promo, I think we can all agree the firm promo has created a lot of momentum for us. So let's throw some extra momentum on there with some sampling, right? So anytime my business, and I don't think business ever slows down. I think it's more me mentally or my spirit that kind of feels that it's slowing down, or I get in my own head and tell myself that business is slowing down. When I start to feel that, I go instantly into the mode of sampling, because I know the power of samples. I know the power of the conversation that samples create. So we're going to sample. That's my challenge to you. And that's going to help us get some momentum. You want to have a full funnel. So whatever's presented to you at Get Real, you can take that information and run with it as soon as conference is over. So when conference is over and you leave with your notebook full of notes and your heart full of energy, you don't have to pause and say, who am I going to reach out to? You're going to have a list of people that are primed and ready and waiting for the information that you're going to share with them. So here's my challenge to you. I gave you a suggestion. Now here's my challenge. Conference is 18 days away. Can you, yes, will you commit to getting 18 samples out prior to Get Real? One sample a day. Now I'm going to challenge you to do it as quickly as possible. So if you could get 18 samples out this week, awesome. But 18 samples in the next 18 days before Get Real, it is possible. And it will be so much fun. And the momentum you create will shock yourself. But you also need, as a leader, to pass this down to your team, right? You need to be constantly reminding them and encouraging them to sample. It's easy to get caught up in the, I don't have people to talk to, right? That's such an easy excuse. There are people out there waiting for this information, waiting for a sample from you. So that's what we're going to do. So I'm going to share with you today 10 different ways that you yourself can sample. You can encourage your team to sample. And I will say, I reached out to several people that I love and trust in this business in the last day and a half and just said, how would you get samples out? Because I wanted their ideas. I know how I get samples out. I wanted to hear some of their ideas. We've got some brilliant people in this business. And going to conference also is a great way to make connections. Every one of these people I reached out to, not a single one of them is on my team or in my upline. These are people I've made connections with, that I trust, that I can bounce ideas off of, and I would have never met them without conference. So use your sidelines, use conference to make connections, to build those bonds, because I'm telling you, it's what helps you survive and thrive through this everyday business. So I'm going to give you some ideas on different ways you can get some samples out before Get Real. So yesterday, I believe it was yesterday, my days are melting together on vacation. Yesterday, you can go to my Facebook page. I made a post. We did this a few years ago. So I made a post yesterday on Facebook, and I just asked very simply, who on my friends list has never tried Neora? But then I added a second sentence, or if you have, what's your favorite product? So what that did was create some people who had never tried anything, but then it also gave people an opportunity to say, oh my gosh, I've tried the sleep chews and I love them. So people who were reading that post were not only saying, hey, I'd like a sample, but they were also seeing ideas of people, what they love about it. People shared before and afters. I know Wendy Hatton used a post very similar, and hers was in fuego. She had so many comments. She even had, I hope she doesn't mind me sharing this, she had a customer share that has lost 70 pounds on NeoraFit and had not told her. She's just been chugging along on NeoraFit. But because Wendy made that post, she was able to say, hey, I love NeoraFit. And P.S. I've lost 70 pounds. I mean, she's transforming her health with the help of NeoraFit. So it was an amazing post. I got 4 new samplers out of it yesterday after 7 years in this business, and tons of customers who shared with me what their favorite product is that they're currently buying. So I'm going to give you some verbiage throughout this, and I can share it with you later. I can send it to you. But what I did was, to those who commented that they have never tried before, I just reached out very simply. Don't get caught up on the verbiage. Throw something out there simple, whatever you would say to somebody. So I would say, hey, Kate, it is time. I'm so glad I asked who'd never tried Neora before, because now I'm fired up to get a sample in your hands. If I send you a sample, could you use it right away? We have several options. Let me know which one appeals to you most. And then I gave her the options: Advanced Skincare, NeoraFit, Prolux, or Night Cream. Can't wait to hear your pick. Okay, it was a very simple way to do that. Then I also I'm going to cross sample today. I've already started sending samples out to my customers who commented on there and told me what their favorite product was. So I had, for example, one customer who said, I love sleep chews. Won't go a night without sleep chews. So here's what I wrote, private message to her, and here's what I said. Hey, Kate, you and I are on the same page with the sleep chews. They are amazing. I'm so glad you love them. I appreciate you as a customer and friend. You deserve some TLC. Enjoy this sample of our advanced skincare set. It's on par with the sleep chews. Truly the best. When it arrives, let me know. I'll zip you some pro how-to tips. Have a great day. So I'm telling her, hey, you love the sleep chews. Guess what? You're going to love this too. I'm putting them on the same level. They're on par with each other. So not only was I able to get samples into new customers' hands, I was able to get a different category into current customer hands. So cross-sampling is huge. We're going to talk a lot about cross-sampling, because there's a lot of ways you can cross-sample people that really, really make a difference. Always cross-sample with new orders. We've talked about this before, but it's a good reminder to give our teams. Anytime they get a new order, A thank you goes a long way in this business. Gratitude goes a long way. People want to know that you appreciate them. So as soon as a customer places an order with me, every time, it's automatic with me. I go and I cross sample them to a different product category. So if, for example, if a customer orders NeoraFit, I'm instantly going to send them either the skincare or Prolux hair care with a thank you note, because I want to expose them not only to the NeoraFit, but I want to expose them to the power of Neora, right? And it's the power of Neora is not just NeoraFit. It's all of our products. It's the business. And I want them to see how we sample. That's part of the business. I want them to see another product category. So I'm going to share that with them. So I would say something like, hey, Kate, Kate's my topic today. Kate's my person today. Hey, Kate, I'm so excited for you to try the NeoraFit set. You're going to love it. In the meantime, I wanted to treat you to a little pampering with some of our Prolux hair care. I'm grateful for you. Enjoy. P.S. Let me know when it arrives. I have some pro tips to share with you before you use it. Again, always asking me, okay, yes, I'll share. I see you can't keep up. I'm sorry, I'm going fast, but yes, I'll share the verbiage with you guys for sure. Also, here's a big one. Cross sample a promo. Every month right now, Neora is blessing us, like investing in us and our business with these promos that are bananas. They're amazing. And this firm promo, I'm in love. Anybody else in love? Like, this has been the best promo, the best timing. I mean, they're so brilliant about how they put things together for us. So with this being asked to do this, it's made my brain think. And I thought, why am I not cross sampling on a promo? That's such an easy thing. So now today I've been putting in everybody who has ordered the firm promo for me. I am going to cross sample NeoraFit if they've not been a customer of NeoraFit or tried it, because they pair really beautifully together. So you don't always have to cross sample a different category. You can cross sample just a different product, but one that goes with the product that they're trying. So for me, fit and firm, perfect together. So here's what I'm sending to my customers today. Hey, Kate, I'm so glad you were able to snag the amazing firm promo. Firm is one of my go-to products daily that I love for my body. Another product I love for my body that pairs well with the firming cream is NeoraFit. I wanted to gift you a sample as a thank you for your order. I'm so grateful for you. Let me know when it arrives. I have some pro tips to share with you. Happy Monday. Simple. So I am getting, I don't pull my power out of the wall. I am getting to sample now, not only getting a promo in their hands, because the good thing is about a promo, it gets people fired up. The hard thing is the promo is only going to last short term. So I want to start already planting the seeds. What's next? So you love the firm. We've already ordered the firm. Here's something else you can try. We're going to try the fit. A guessing game. Online guessing games are always big, especially around holidays. I tend to like post some kind of cute little jar of green M&Ms for St. Patrick's Day. And then I take anybody who comments, I take them off into private message and offer them a sample. So usually only have one winner. So I don't say, oh, you won if they didn't win. I'm honest, but I will say something to the effect of, hey, Kate, thanks for playing along today on the guessing game. Although you didn't win the game, I have a few extra sample gifts and I'd love to send you one. Would you prefer a sample pack of NeoraFit or night cream? Let me know and I'll get it on the way. I appreciate you. Thanks for supporting me. Send it on. Someone suggested, or one of my friends suggested, and I've never done this, so I'm going to challenge myself to do it, because when she sent it to me, I was like, ooh, that feels kind of uncomfortable, which is my brain telling me it's probably exactly something that I should try. So I'm going to challenge myself to do it this week, and that is play roulette with your phone. Open up your contacts, close your eyes, do a little scroll. Who does it come up on? If it's somebody you've not had contact with in a while, for heaven's sakes, please don't just offer them a sample, but start connecting with them. Okay, use that as a wink from God to reach out to that person. I can't tell you how many times I've randomly reached out to somebody to want to reconnect, thinking it's for business purposes. Sometimes it is, often it's not. Often that person has something going on. They need some love, they need support, they need friendship, or we just need to connect for some reason. A sample will be a secondary blessing of that, but please take time to communicate with them first. If you scroll and it's someone you talk to on a regular basis, that's your warm market and you're going to throw a sample at them. So here's what I would say if they were a warm contact, someone I have constant communication and dialogue with. Hey, Kate, you popped into my head and heart today because I have something I'd love to send you to get your feedback on. If I send you a sample of our skincare, could you use it? Give me your honest first impression. Let me know. I'd be super grateful. if they're a cold market, we're going to chat it up a little bit. We're going to reconnect, genuinely reconnect in our friendship. Then they're eventually going to say, what are you up to? Or what are you doing? There's your cue. So I might say, I am still an owner in my family sales and marketing business. And I also have a home-based international skincare and wellness company. It is so much fun. One of the blessings I have is I have free samples, and I would love to send you one. What would you prefer? A skincare or wellness sample? Let me know and I'll zip it to you. Other than that, we've been super busy chasing after the kids, watching them swim, watching them play basketball, enjoying spring break, whatever it is. But you can really throw that out there. I mean, just offer. It doesn't hurt to offer. I think people are going to think you're weird. If you do it in a genuine, natural way, they're not going to, I promise they won't think you're weird. Send birthday messages. Birthday messages are always a great way. There are birthdays every day. Your Facebook, if you're on Facebook, it gives you a list of your birthdays for that day. Reach out. People are expecting to hear from people on their birthday. They're more receptive on their birthday to receiving those messages. So don't hesitate to send it out. I send something very basic on their birthdays. Hey, Kate, I hope you feel loved and appreciated all day. Happy birthday. I'd love to send you a gift to celebrate. You deserve some pampering. You can choose what you want. Let me know what you prefer and I'll get a treat coming along your way. Are you doing anything fun to celebrate? And I usually send like a graphic of the samples. So again, super easy. Don't overthink. My friend Beth, Sweet Beth Sugar, if you know Beth, Beth is awesome. She gave me this idea, and this is something I don't do well that I need to strengthen my skills on, I guess is the way to say it. She makes up some sample packs and just constantly has them with her so that she can just hand them to somebody in person. And she said, and I think she's right, people are way more likely to say yes face to face than they are if you're just typing them or messaging them. So she always makes sure she has some that she can just hand to someone and say, oh my gosh, I would love, would you be willing to use this and tell me what you think? Give me your feedback. So she always has those with her. And who wouldn't love a set of hydrogels just handed to them randomly? So I appreciated Beth sharing that for sure. And that's something I'm going to improve on. Somebody suggested reaching out to one of your good customers or a couple of your good customers, ask them if they would host a sampling post for you. If you create a post, would they be willing to post it on their page and tag you offering samples? And you could create it for them. So this one I'm going to do too. I've not done this and I'd like to do this. So, hey, Kate, I'm grateful for you as a friend and also as a customer. Thanks for always supporting me. I have a favor to ask. Would you be willing to post a free sample post for me on your page and tag me? I'll send you the post so you don't have to create it. I'm really trying to expand my contact list and I know you have amazing family and friends. You could treat them to a free sample and I'll treat you to a free Starbucks. Would you be willing to help me? I appreciate your consideration. Simple, right? Just ask them if we do host a post sometimes, but would they be willing to host a post about a free sample? I mean, that's a pretty easy, most people are like, yeah, if you're going to give my friend something, sure, I'll do that. And then treat them to a Starbucks or, give them a set of hydrogels if you have anywhere gives back points, whatever you're comfortable with. And you don't have to offer them something at all if you don't want to. I just always like to offer a thank you in return, but that is completely up to you. This is my last suggestion. This is number 10. So this is the last one. Think through your week. So today's Monday. You have a whole brand new shiny week in front of you. What are you doing this week? Where are you going? Who are you going to see? What appointments do you have? What events do your kids have? What's going on in your neighborhood? Plan ahead, right? I'm going to use Beth's idea of the preset or the pre-done goodie bags or sample bags. But if you know who you're going to see, go ahead and put a personal note in there. So for example, if I have a dentist appointment, I know in my dentist office, we have 7 dental hygienists. They work their tails off. So I'm going to create 7 little sample bags. And I know their first names. I'm going to put a little note in each one of them. Hey, Kate, I appreciate the work you do and the care you give. Here's a little TLC from me to you. You deserve it. If you text me, I will give you a few pro tips on how to use them. Then I include my phone number. Can't wait to spoil you. If you know where you're going, but you may not know who you're going to see, like my daughter, if she had a swim meet, I'm going to pack 3 little sample bags with me. And I'm going to write a note, but I'm going to keep it kind of generic because I don't know who I'm going to see. So in that note, I may say, I'm so glad this found its way to you. We all need some self-care and pampering. Shoot me a text when you open this and I'll send you a few pro tips on how to use them. Swim moms deserve this treat. And I'd give my phone number. So super simple, super, super easy. So this is just a few ideas. We have tons. So again, my challenge to you is to get 18 out before the 18 days before Get Real. And Monica gave the suggestion, which is brilliant, post on Team Neora. When you are handing someone a sample, if they'll let you take a selfie, take a selfie. When you are going to the mailbox to mail samples, take a picture of yourself and post it on Team Neora. Guys, as leaders, people are looking to you. I look up to you guys. I look to you guys for suggestions. And when you are moving and doing powerful things, it makes me want to move and do powerful things. So post those on Team Neora. Let's start a sampling frenzy before Get Real so that we can encourage our team to do the same and we can go into Get Real super, super fired up.
All right. I'm going to stop the share because one of the things I want to add to this, you guys, how awesome was that? Like, if that doesn't get you fired up, I don't know what does, because she has so many incredible tips. I literally sitting on that leadership Zoom yesterday, I could not even contain myself. I think I had writer's cramp by the end of it. So I was really thrilled to get all of that verbiage from her so that we didn't have to try to reconnect the dots and listen to the recording over and over again. I do want to say that this is one of the most important things that I can say to you right now. We are going to Get Real in 17 days. I know some of you have already started doing this. You've already posted something. I know I have on my personal page. If you go there, you can see what I posted. As a matter of fact, I would love it if any of you guys could comment on that post. And then my pro tip about all of this is post something like it and get all of your friends in Neora to go and post on that post. Because basically it's just, if you're one of my friends who are ordering Neora, what's your favorite product? If you've never ordered, let me know. Because the more people that come on there and say, I've never ordered, are the more people I can get samples to. Plus, every time one of you guys puts your testimonial on my post, or we put our testimonials on your post, then all of the people that are watching that are not commenting and not loving are seeing a lot of people edifying our incredible product. So you guys, I just want to really ask you guys to do that for each other. Do what she says. It totally works. If you can't remember the verbiage, it's on gettingstartedtools.com. But the biggest thing I can tell you right now is what she started that whole talk with, which is the energy that you go into conference with is the energy you will come out of there with. And the more you can do right now to close this month strong, today's the 22nd, tonight we get a bump in our volume, right? Everybody who would auto ship from the 23rd to the end of the month, all get compressed into tonight's auto ship for tomorrow. So really super important, you guys, that you see what your numbers are today, look at what your numbers are tomorrow, see what your bump is, know where you are, know your numbers, but also know that we want to run into the end of the month. Here's the biggest part. The more samples you get out, the more people you get on these Zooms, the more prospects you have that you get started now, the more people you will have when they announce, guess what? The trip, which they will announce at Get Real. They do it every single year. And wouldn't you rather be ready with people that are ready to order? And we know it takes several touches, right? It takes a first touch to invite them to see some information. It takes a second touch to follow up on that information. Sometimes they need a sample. Sometimes they need, another touch. Sometimes they need a three-way call. Sometimes they need a little bit more. And sometimes they need a little bit more time. So now time is of the essence. Every single person you can close them. But every single person that you get started now, you have the opportunity to use toward that trip volume. And I want to have the biggest, baddest bunch of teammates on the next trip. So it's going to be incredible. I can't wait to see you all at Get Real. And it is going to be fabulous. Can't wait to have your little next. Your leaders should have all reached out to you about the rodeo. So we do need to get a head count for that within the next few days. So if you want to come to that rodeo, it's only $20. Can't wait to see you guys there. It's going to be one heck of a great party Friday night and another great party with the white party Saturday night. In all that you guys do, show up and be fabulous. Thanks for investing your time in your business. I know how precious our time is. And we will see you on the Zoom. We'll see you on Power Hour tomorrow morning, but tomorrow night, on Zoom, on Thursday on Zoom. And let's just bring in the class of 2022, you guys. All right, so long, everybody. Make it a great day.
Thank you, Anna. Fantastic.
Putting it back in speaker view so I can see all you guys. There we go. Bye, everybody. Have a great day.